Hey guys, Amanda Leeds here. We're back in Doncaster and I'm going to be showing you the final result of the house that I've been working on. Let's have a look. So here we are in the living room. It was the living room before, so it's just been freshly redecorated. And the new addition to this room is the smoke alarm, which is linked to the smoke alarm system for the house because it's going to be a HMO. So now looking out into the garden, we've got a separate garden area to the new space that's been created just for car parking. We could probably fit 3 cars comfortably on that drive. So I think that'll be a good selling point for this house because there isn't any on-road parking at the front. So this property, when I bought it, it was just a normal 3-bedroomed house. I've now turned it into a 4-bedroom HMO, and it's just in time before Doncaster becomes an Article 4 area. So now we just need to make sure that we get those tenants in so that we have that right to have it as a 4-bedroom HMO forever, even after Article 4 comes in. So the house was purchased for £94,000. It's cost £11,000 to do it up as a 4-bedroom HMO. And that cost includes an interlinking smoke alarm system, the fire doors, and also a full rewire, as well as some damp proofing works because there was some damp coming into the utility in the kitchen, so that needed to be rectified. So we've had a bit of a delay on the programme, which is something that does happen. And it's had a bit of a knock-on effect because the painting hadn't been done, the carpets could have been laid, and now the paint has to dry before the carpets can be laid. So that's caused a bit of a delay. So as we're here now, the builders are finishing up their bits with the decorators, and then the carpet fitter is going to come in later this week and lay the carpets, and then it'll be good to go. Upstairs now in bedroom 2, and as you can see, a lot's changed from the last time that I was here. It's all been redecorated. The only thing now that needs to be tweaked is the carpet, because if you remember, the walls have moved. So this wall was knocked down and moved in to create more space in the bedroom next door. So the carpets now have to be recut to fit this room. And then in the other rooms, we're going to be having new carpets in those rooms and also on the stairs and landings. So here's the bedroom. They've all had a bit of a knock-on effect. So there was one room that was less than 6.5 square meters, which was the minimum requirement. So in order to bring that up to the standard that's required by the council, we had to move this wall to create more space in that bedroom. And as a result, it made this room a little bit smaller. So to create more space in this room, we knocked into the other room, which was the biggest room. So all of the rooms now are a good size. We've got 3 double bedrooms and we've got 1 single bedroom. This is the single bedroom, and this wall was about here initially, and it was knocked down and it's been pushed back, I don't know, maybe like a foot. It's now a reasonably sized room, big enough to fit a single bed, a wardrobe and a chest of drawers. And on all the bedrooms, we've got the fire doors, but we've also got, instead of keys, this digit key lock. So each of the tenants will have a code that they put in to enter their room. Sometimes tenants lose keys and they can't get into their room, so this is a really good one because this is always going to be there and they can always get into their bedroom even if they don't have keys. So in the bathroom, nothing's really changed, and that was the plan all along. The bathroom was in quite good condition, so it just probably needs a really good deep clean, but it's actually really good to go, so nothing's changed in here. So just on the landing upstairs in the house, we've got a light, and we've also got an emergency light in case there was a power cut. But the light is on a timer, which is quite good because sometimes tenants forget to switch lights off. So this just means that no one has to remember to turn the light off. If someone walks into the hallway and it's dark, it will automatically come on, which is also quite safe because it means that no one would ever have a trip down the stairs in the dark.
So yeah, basically what we've done is we've just obviously dropped the fence from here, obviously back there, just to allow allocated parking spaces Obviously, a lot of HMOs around here don't actually have allocated parking space, so it'll be a good selling point for the tenants going forward.
They've still got a private garden, so no one can just see them if they're sat out in the garden. But then they've also obviously got the car parking space, which is, I think, is really good.
Yeah, we're an achievement, this car parking space. Remember the big trees at the back?
Oh, of course, yeah. Thank you so much. So you guys are now clearing up.
Yep.
And then the carpet fit is going to come later this week.
Yeah, carpet fit is done and that's it.
Thank you so much.
Lovely.
It's been great doing business with you.
Thank
you. Nathan's taken this property on from me as a lease option agreement. And you're going to have it for 7 years, isn't it? 7 years.
I think, yeah.
And in 7 years' time, he's going to purchase the property for $140,000. And in the meantime, you're going to be paying us a guaranteed rent of $550 a month whilst you're letting it out as a HMO and just basically being in charge and responsible for the property.
Yeah, responsible, so we'll take on all the responsibilities. So for you guys, it is a passive investment.
Yeah.
So yes, we'll earn the sort of the HMO profits, but you guys won't have to pay for anything, you'll never get any phone calls, that sort of thing really.
Great.
And you'll get the uplift as well when you buy it.
Yeah, when you buy it, yeah. It's a win-win, isn't it?
It's a win-win.
It's a really good deal because, yeah, I'm glad that, I won't have to... Yeah, and you live close to it as well, so it's quite convenient.
Yeah,
I mean,
25-30 minutes away.
Yeah, so it's really good news all around, really. I'm really pleased with how it's turned out.
Yeah.
Initially, I wanted to do it as 2 separate flats. That's what I was thinking. But it wasn't going to work out that way. It wasn't going to stack up financially. But I think this way is really good because we're going to have the rights to have it as a HMO forever.
So I know Amanda and Samuel personally, so obviously I'm a property investor like they are. We got chatting about this property probably a few months ago now. It was one that they kind of wanted to, hand pass on really because they're obviously quite busy people. So we agreed for me to take it on a purchase lease option where I'll lease the property from them over time and have the option to buy at a set price sort of within a set period. So I think that's over 6 or 7 years and I'll pay about £550 per month to them to lease the property. I'll have a purchase price of $140,000 in 7 years' time. I'll then rent it out as a HMO in the meantime, so I'll probably make about £600 or £700 per month profit from this property. The deal is I take on all the hassle because I make the majority of the profit, and for those guys it'll be a hands-off passive investment, so it works for all parties. It's a win-win. This property's only just finished, so we're already in October. Now for those savvy investors of you that know Doncaster, Article 4 comes in this month, so I think we're about a week or 2 weeks away from the Article 4 hitting. So the deadline's pretty tight for me to kind of get this rented out, because once I get it rented out as a HMO, I'll have what's known as the grandfather rights for me to then use this property as a HMO despite the fact that Article 4's in. So my job now is to get this rented out as quickly as possible. So I'll need to furnish it and I'll need to advertise and get people in. So my strategy is, because properties increase in value quite a lot when they've got grandfather rights, it's worth my investment to say, we'll do these rooms for a rent-free period, get it filled up, get the tenants in, get ASTs signed, and then that achieves the objective really, so we can get that done pretty quickly. So working with Amanda's been fantastic. She's obviously a lovely, lovely lady. She's very easy to work with, very easy to get on with, and yeah, we've, as a result of this process, we're now good friends. And as I say, it's a win-win, so maybe we'll do project in the future, who knows.
So that's the end of this project here in Doncaster, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed watching the process and the transformation of this house as much as I have. If you'd like to watch more of these type of videos, then click here and don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching. Bye.